Okay, folks, first I want to say thank you. I'm going to make this as detailed as possible and try to make it as efficient as possible so that I'm not wasting your time. But I'm having some difficulty doing something that should be very simple here, and I am hoping that I can appeal to the folks that I'm contacting as well as the online community to see if you can help me out. What I am working on is a simple situation, should be a simple situation with a robot that I have, in which when the robot speaks, it hears its own speech and it responds to that. Let me show you very quickly. What you see down in the lower right is the AlsaMixer capture for my USB sound card. Right up here, this little window is just a little thing that I put together so that I can type text, and it will send it to the speech synthesizer, and that will speak the actual speech. So I'm going to do that right now, and you'll hear what happens, and I'll show you some lines. So here we are testing for the audience. If I could spell, that'd be better. Okay, now watch the lower right.
Testing for the audience.
Now, you see what happens is I am using a system command, which I will show you in a second, to drop the microphone volume down to 0 when the robot speaks so that it doesn't hear it. And you can see that line in here. I'm using the AlsaMixer. I'm sending the command to that right here to turn the volume to 0. See the capture to 0 right there. Then the system plays the wave file that's recorded by the speech recognition system, and then I send the command to return the volume back up to 100%. And it works very well. You see that the volume did drop and goes back up. So just do it again, test. And there you go. Now, I can run AlsaMixer on here, and I can do that all day long, and AlsaMixer will listen to me speak or whatever sound it's hearing, and I can manually drop the volume and bring it back up, and AlsaMixer never disconnects, never complains about it, nothing. The issue that I'm having is with the speech recognition file, and let me find it in my numerous tabs here. That's the speech center. Let me show you very quickly in the speech center. Here's where I'm issuing the system command to set the capture to 0, and here's where I restore the capture to full volume, which is 65.5, technically 65.535. Now, that being the case, let me pull up right here. That's my... Okay, so the speech recognition system has two files in it. One basically just calls the instance up. We import the speech recognition system. That's the PyPy package, and it actually calls up this file, this init.py package. So what I've done to try to see where it's stopping at is I've added a bunch of print statements in here to see if it's crapping out at some point. What happens is that when I run speech recognition, the system works one time, and as soon as I drop the volume and bring it back up, speech recognition never hears another word that I say. Not a one. And I do not know how to rectify that. I am not able to get it to functionally come back from the dead once I drop the volume. Everything else seems to work. The only one that's not doing is speech recognition. And I'm going to do that right here. I'm going to go up here and I'm going to restart speech recognition. Calibrates the microphone.
Speech recognition online.
It speaks. So now at this point it's listening to me.
Go on.
And you'll notice that it just did that. It dropped the volume and brought it right back up. Now I'm talking. It's listening. You see that it went through these different little print statements that I put into the init.py file for speech recognition. It went through the first time it listened, made it to the end to listen. It went into recognizing the Sphinx data, went to getting the raw data, it output the speech, and then it went back to listen. It's never making it out of listen again once I've changed the volume. It doesn't make any difference even if I issue a command for it to stay at full volume. It will still never hear another word that I say once I have issued that system command. So all I am trying to do is get it so that in speech recognition, when it talks, the volume drops out and the volume comes back up. And you can see everything else remains connected. Nothing else has dropped out here because I can still tell the speech system to work. Everything else works. It's only speech recognition that's dropping out. And I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know if there's a problem with ownership of the microphone, that somehow by sending a system command to the microphone, I'm taking ownership of that away from the group that owns the script that's in control of the microphone. I have no idea. I've been working on this for days now, and I cannot get anything going with it. The only other option that I have right now, which is the least elegant option that I can think of, is to actually employ hardware control and use an analog switch to physically shut the volume, shut the microphone signals out of the system, to literally disconnect the microphones. That seems like it would be ridiculous. There has to be a software way to control the microphone without losing the speech recognition. If you've listened to me this far, I really appreciate it. The person...
Do you really think it's likely that I'd issue of the man for good to unstifle wanted and will still never hear another word that you say
this is
once I
interesting.
issue that system come and solve? All I'm trying to do is get so that in speech recognition when it talks.
Okay, so obviously there it picked up a bunch of gibberish, which I wasn't expecting, but it did that. Something is happening. I just don't know. I am going to offer the first person who is able to come up with a fix for this that can be done easily in software, that can explain why I can't send the capture control to 0, play the wave, and then send it back up without having it significantly drop out. I mean, I don't have any idea what's going on here. First person who can fix this reliably, who can tell me what to do, what's going on, who knows what's going on. Got a bottle of 12-year Glenfidditch or Macallen, your choice. I'll ship it to you. So there you go. That's the bounty. I thank you very kindly for listening.